Hello, welcome to ZuluProductions.com, our first After Effects VFX tutorial. I'm pretty much excited about this because we're going to have fun compositing these. The procedures are pretty simple and pretty much easy to follow. So we'll go ahead and get started. What I have is an image of a house, a still image, and we're going to bring that still image to life. And I'm also using tools from Action Essentials too, and you'll see in a minute what we are about to do. We'll go ahead and get started. We'll preview what we're going to create. So this is a still image of a house, and I just brought in tools from Action Essentials 2 and brought it to life. And like I said, pretty simple procedures to follow, and we will go ahead and get started. I think this looks really good. So we'll jump into After Effects, and I'll create a new composition, and we'll give it a name. Just name it House Fire. I'm using an HD preset. I want to render this in HD. All these other settings are okay. 29.97 frames per second, 10 seconds, and choose OK. So we'll start importing the tools. I'll bring in the house into our composition. Right click it, go to transform and choose fit to comp. And our image will fit nicely into our composition. And then we'll change the color. We'll go to effect, color correction, curves. Let me scroll up so we can see. And then just bring the curves down to make the image a little bit darker, so it looks like it was happening on a dark day. And I think that looks good. And then I'll go ahead and start importing tools. We'll bring in the Big Fire MOV. I'll scale it down and drag it to the right window here. Just put it somewhere over the window so it fits nicely. And then we'll create a mask. We'll get the pen tool, highlight the layer and get the pen tool, and then we'll crop out the edges just outside the window frame. So we just crop out all the edges that we do not want. And now while the layer is still highlighted, hit the letter F on your keyboard to bring up the feather properties and then feather it so it matches really well. It looks really good. Let's see where we are at. Okay, that looks good, but I can always scale it down. Let's preview one more time. Okay, I think that looks good. And then highlight the fire layer, hit Ctrl D on your keyboard to duplicate it, and drag the duplicated layer to the other side of the window right over here. And then I'll scale this one out a little bit so it fits nicely. And then we'll run preview this again. All right, I think things look good. I think that looks really good. So I'll go ahead and start importing all the other tools. Dark smoke. I want to put this dark smoke right over here where the house roof looks like it's blown off. So I'll drag that right over the area somewhere right around here. And we'll create a mask again. We'll get the pen tool and just crop out the edges. Highlight the layer, hit the letter F on your keyboard to bring up the feather properties and feather it. And then we'll run preview again. Okay, I think that looks good, but obviously when you're compositing, doing VFX, you have to take your time to make sure things look good. But for the sake of this tutorial, things are going to be pretty fast. At least you get the idea as to what you can do. And I think right now things are looking really good. So we'll go ahead to the next one. This dark smoke, I want to duplicate that and bring it above the house roof right over here. So just highlight the layer, hit Ctrl D on your keyboard to duplicate it, and just drag the copy to the other side of the on top of the roof. and then we'll scale it so it pretty much covers a large area, somewhere right around here. We don't need to create a mask for this. You can just, play with mask which we already created on the previous layer. So let's run preview. Okay, I think that looks good. I'll move the layer just in time so that things look random. There we go. I think that looks really good. On to the next one. I'll bring in the fireball MOV, and I want this fireball to go just right above the smoke, right here where the house roof it's blown off. So I'll drag that just somewhere right around, let's see, somewhere right around here, and then we'll create a mask again. We'll get the paint tool and just crop out the edges. Highlight the layer, hit the letter F, and feather it. Let's see where we at. Okay, I think that looks really good. On to the next one. We're looking for puffy smoke right here. I'll drag that into our composition, scale it down. The reason why I used this was I wanted these to be right here at the far left corner of the house, right on the bottom, so it looks like there was smoke or steam coming from the house bottom vent, just to make things look real. So we'll drag that just right above here, create a mask one more time, crop out the edges, highlight the layer, hit the letter F, and same procedure, we'll feather it. And let's see how it looks. Okay, I think that looks really good. And like I said, obviously you have to take time, but for the sake of this tutorial, I think things are looking good for us. So we'll go on to the next one. I want to bring fire here just right above this smoke on top of the roof, and that should wrap our tutorial. No, actually there's one more thing that we need to do, but anyway, let's go ahead and get that happen. We'll bring in the big fire MOV. I'll scale it and just bring it right above here, and then we'll rotate this layer. We'll get the rotate tool and just rotate it so it pretty much matches, our scene, and then scale it so it fits a large area somewhere right around here. I'm trying to make it look like the fire is coming from the bottom of the roof. So let's see. And you can always create a mask to crop out some of the edges. Actually, we'll go ahead and do that. Just get the paint tool and just crop out the edges a little bit, not too much, because when you feather things out, they match the scene really well. So it's always a good thing to do. So highlight the layer, hit the letter F, and feather things out. Okay, I think that looks really good. Okay, so one more thing, we need to bring dark smoke just right above, right on this window, so it looks like those dark smoke coming from this window, just to make things random. And I thought that looked really good, so we will get the dark smoke, and we'll bring that into our composition, and then we'll bring it just right above, just right on the window. Let me zoom out so you can see. Just scale it so that it fits nicely. And then we'll create a mask, highlight the layer, get the pen tool, and just crop out the edges. Highlight the layer, hit the letter F. It's the same procedure, so just follow along and scale it. And then we'll drag this smoke layer all the way to the bottom, just right above the house layer right here, so it looks like the smoke was right behind this bottom fire. Things look better that way. So let's run preview what we have done so far. And then another thing, the dark smoke, this dark smoke, we just move the layer in time so it doesn't start the same time this dark smoke at the other side of the house starts. Just make things look random. So let's see. There we go. That looks really good. Okay, so to wrap things up, what I also did was, if you take a look closely here over this pole, you see that the fire is pretty much like going above this pole, which things are not looking good that way, because this pole is far away from the house. So we want the fire to go behind the pole. So what I did was I cropped this pole in Photoshop, and I have a copy of that somewhere right around here, and I'll bring that into our composition. You'll see in a minute. Just scale it up to match our other pole. Okay, obviously you can take your time, but for the sake of this tutorial, I think that looks good. So we just need to change the color so it matches our scene. So just highlight the pole layer, go to Effect, Color Correction, and Curves one more time. And then we just bring the curves down, and just to make the pole match our scene really well. Right there, I think that matches our scene really, really well. And that's about it. I think we did a good job. Obviously, take your time when you're compositing, especially when you're doing VFX, and things look good. And I think we've done a good job, and we brought a still image to life, and things are looking good. So you can use this for if you're creating a short film or independent movies and things of that nature. And we can also do this for you if you hire us. So many VFX tutorials to come. Frequently visit Zulu Productions time and time again, and we'll have good things coming up. So once again, thank you so much for visiting Zulu Productions. I had fun compositing this with you, and looking forward to seeing you next time. Good day.